Alrighty, I just recorded a whole rewiring video with no sound. See, you guys get the short version, but this is off to a great start. From yesterday's build, we needed a spare molex connector because the only cable that had one only had one, and we need two for the N1 build. I have an order with Amazon, but that won't be here till Monday, and I am way too impatient for that kind of thing. So I pulled the current wire out and I considered just repinning one from a different power supply, but that seemed like too much of a hassle. I saw that the wiring past the SATA ports is actually pretty straightforward, right? We get 5 wires all the way to the last SATA, and then it's just stage left 4 that go all the way to the end with a small twist in the very end here between cables 3 and 4, if you can see that. So what I did is I found a cable out of a Corsair power supply that initially had 4 molex connectors. We snipped off the last 2 for funsies, and then we found a working Frankencable cable with 4 SATA connectors, snipped off the last 2, and then we made them kiss. It's not pretty, obviously, but if you can't do jank at home, where can you? And then we just recombine them in the right order. So the way this is put together is same as before. Cable 1 goes to 1, cable 2 goes to 2. I don't know how well that's going to show up. Yeah, let's do it like this. So cable 1 goes to 1, cable 2 goes to 2, cable 3 has a twist in it right there, so that one actually goes to 4, and cable 4 goes to 3. The 5th one I just snipped, if you can see that. I checked the other one and it's done the same way. I'm paranoid, so I'll probably throw some electrical tape on that. And that's it. I'm gonna plug this in and go. Pow. Alrighty, here is the fully built N1 that we wrapped up last time. I did end up firing this thing up. It posts fine, as expected, although also pleasantly surprised. I did get Proxmox installed. We'll do a separate video on that. And Proxmox detected all 5 drives despite missing a molex connector. So I don't know if that would have been with limited functionality. I don't know if that wouldn't have had enough power to spin the drives for any real action, or what the deal there is. But I would really rather have them both plugged in because that looks like what it's asking for. So we're going to take our Frankencable and do exactly what we had with it last time. I'm going to bring it up from under here, get the first SATA connector into the OS disk. Like so. Oh, you guys can't even see that, I'm sorry. There we go. Get power connected in here. And let's go for this one. Keep it simple. And then I'm going to flip the whole thing over. Oh yeah, I zip tied these together. Because again, if you can't do jank at home, where can you? Oh, what the hell? These clips have these little wings on them, I guess to make them easier to grab, but they interfere with how close together these ports are. So, I guess the surgery continues. Well, not much flying. Alrighty, that's those gone. Let's try this again. That's 1, and I'm going to move the quote-unquote cable management out of the way. That's 2. Tuck that in so it doesn't interfere with closing this thing. Speaking of interfering, something's not happy. Ah, there it is. I caught a loop of this cable in here. I have to tuck this in here just a little better. There we go. Instead of silver under the stairs, I should have just called this jank at home. Oh, I'm actually catching the... Okay, if you can see, there's a foot for this whole rail to sit on. That's not going to work. Anyway, there's a big foot in here that, for some reason, rises up across the entire width of the case instead of just where it catches the rails. And that's what's catching the cables. There we are. Done. Okay. Next video will be setting up Proxmox and Unraid. See you there. Thanks.